Oh, hi, kitty. Hi, sweet kitty. Oh, good morning. Hello. Hello. You're so pretty. I am so impressed. I ordered this on Monday, I think it was. I saw my friend Claudia post about hers and I was like, oh, that's so cute. And I thought because it was sort of a subscription box thing, it was not going to be available anymore. So I commented on it and said like, oh, I should have ordered that. And then Kristen from Chrissy Ann Designs replied to my comment and said that it was still available. And I was like, I need it. So I went on the website and ordered it on Monday. I think it shipped Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. I don't really remember when I got the shipping notification. And it's already here. So I'm really excited to open this. As of the time I'm filming this video, it is still available. If it is still available when it goes live, I will link it below for you. If not, I recommend signing up for their email listserv and then you'll get a notification when the new one comes in. So this is from Tombow, which you may or may not have heard of them before. I know Tombow is like the pen place. Like they make all amazing and different types of pens. But once you see this box, you'll see that they make other stuff too. So it's called the VIP Club, but it stands for Very Inspirational Products, not Very Important People. And so these are the things that it comes with. Let's go ahead and open this up. It asks you to rate your box. So it does come with pens. So it comes with these twin tone markers, which I do love using these. So it has a thick side and a thin side, but look at these bright colors, y'all. And I'm excited about these. I might use them in my power sheets is what I'm thinking. I saw Cindy in her power sheets use colored markers to like color in the different tasks as opposed to I did check boxes. Well, for the monthly, I tried to use the stickers, but if you saw those videos, the sticker didn't go all the way to the end and that was kind of annoying. I liked how she was continuing with the color coding and coloring them in. So I think I'm going to try that. Although there's not really a peach in here. And I know that one of the like color coding things is peach. So we'll see how well I can get them to match up. If I can get them to match up pretty well, I'm going to use these and try that for February and see if I like it better. And if I don't, then it was only 1 month and I'll go back to my check boxes, my check marks for March. And then it comes with this washi. That was like the biggest thing that I was like, oh, I need the washi. You know, what's funny is when I saw Amy Tangerine's planner last weekend at the New York City planner event, she had one of these washis in her planner. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. Where's it from? And she said it was from Tombow. And I was like, what? They make a washi tape? And I didn't really think anything of it, but now I have it in my possession. So these are so cute. So it comes with 3 and you can see it's not that much washi. Like this roll is the size of a normal sized roll, but it is definitely not as much on the roll as it normally comes with. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit, I don't know, selective when I use it. It's a little bit more papery, I would say, than like normal washi. But it's thin. So it's not like the Erin Condren washi that's papery but thick. It's papery but super thin, which is nice. It won't thicken things up. So we have this like confetti type rainbow. We have this one with like the doodled rainbows. Oh, I'm trying to pull this out for y'all. I don't know why they have to tape it shut. That seems kind of silly. Like shouldn't washi just tape on itself? Okay, so there's the rainbows, like the doodled rainbows in rainbow order. And then, oh, this is the one I'm the most excited about. It's like a rainbow, like geometric pattern. Oh, I'm messing it up. I've already ruined some. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is so cute. So cute. Okay, so that is the washi, which is honestly what like really drew me to this box. And then I also saw that it came with these glue tapes, which I do use all the time. So this is definitely, I mean, something that's nice to have on hand. And I'm looking to getting into more like memory keeping. And so, you know, you always go through these pretty quickly. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything different between the 3 colors or if it's just supposed to be pretty. And it looks like, well, no, I'm not going to open it quite yet. It looks like there's like a hook on the end. I'm not really sure. But I've used the Tombow brand before, but they didn't look like that. And then the last thing in here is a doodle guide. So on one side, it's got letters for you to practice and write. I guess it is, oh, it's showing you how to do the faux calligraphy by thickening the downstrokes, which I learned from Cindy. And then on this side, it's just got some little doodles to practice. I think it is, you're supposed to practice it with the markers that it came with, just some cute little doodles. I don't really know how much value this piece has. And it does, well, let me take that back. They tell you what the value is. So the box itself was $25. Shipping was included. So the value is $20. The little doodle card, actually, it doesn't say that it has any value. It just says exclusive doodle sheet. The washi was valued at $6. So $2 a roll, like that's pretty reasonable. That's like, I can be on board with that. It's not like a crazy price for a roll of washi. And then this is valued at $9. So $3 for each of these little sticky roller things, which again, that's also what I would pay at Michael's. So then that makes the total value $35. So really you're only getting a $10 discount, but you're getting exclusive things. So this is exclusive, the doodle thing, and these are exclusive. You're not gonna be able to get them anywhere else. This you can get on the website, it's not exclusive. And then these are new, so you're getting them before they're released. So this kind of subscription box is not necessarily, I'm getting a way bigger value than what I'm paying because it's $35 for $25. Although, I mean, I guess that's like what, 30% pretty much. But you are getting some exclusive things that you won't be able to get anywhere else. So all in all, I'm very happy with my purchase. I'm very excited. I also like that you don't buy it without knowing what's inside. So I knew what was coming before I bought it. So again, if it is still available, I will make sure to link it for you. Otherwise, sign up for their email serve so that when the next one comes out, you will know. So I mentioned this in my plan with me from last week, but we are going to see the ballet tonight. I don't actually know how you heard about this. Is it some...
Actors Fund Young Professional Program.
Actors Fund Young Professional Program. What is that?
The Actors Fund is a resource for entertainment professionals that help, and the Actors Fund helps subsidize housing, help provide accessible health care to people within entertainment, not simply actors.
That's cool.
So I'm a part of the Young Professionals Board.
Oh.
And we get perks.
And perks like, hey, do you want to go to the ballet on Saturday night for a discount?
For a discount. So with everything included, ticket to the ballet for us is $40 each.
Wow, that's not so bad. Like the ballet, like the New York City Ballet. So we decided to make a date night out of it. So we're gonna head to dinner first and get some sushi. And I mentioned this in my plan with me too. This place that I found that's not too far from Lincoln Center has sushi wrapped in vegetables. I'm so excited to try it. I've had sushi wrapped in vegetables before. This place in Dallas that I go to with my dad, but never here actually in the city. So I'm excited. It'll make me feel like I can stay a little bit more on plan even though I am going out to eat. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. We had a relatively relaxing but yet still productive Sunday, or at least I was kind of productive. The most important thing though is we booked our flights to India, well, to Dubai and then into India. I'm so excited. That was like the one thing I wanted to get done for the trip in January. Technically it happened in February, but it happened. So now we are headed to a bar actually to watch a Super Bowl. The only friends that we had throwing a party was all the way in Jersey. And we honestly just didn't want to go all the way to Jersey on a Sunday night for the Super Bowl. So we made reservations at a bar around the corner. I didn't forget my glasses today. leaving. It's like not even halfway through third quarter. This game is like the most boring game on the face of the planet. And even though one of my February goals is to get cable canceled and gone, we haven't done it yet. And so we can go home and turn on the game. So we're gonna go home and turn on the game, but probably multitask because it's just not that exciting. The other thing we found out is that bar is closing. So he brought over the drink menu and he was like, but we don't have a lot of the stuff because it's our last night. And we were both like, your last night doing what? And he was like, we're closing. Like it's going away. And it's not the most like amazing bar, but it's nice. Like it's in our neighborhood and it's an easy bar to stop by if you want to watch a game. I mean, it just kind of sucks. So I hope something good goes in there, whether it's another bar or a restaurant or like, I don't know, dance studio. What would you want it to be, Sam?
Karaoke bar.
A karaoke bar. Ooh, that's a good one. Well, I just got off the coolest call ever. I can't tell you anything about it, and I know that is so mean and torturous to say that, but hopefully someday in the not so far future I can tell you all about it. But it was really awesome. I snuck away to a conference room for a little bit and it was just really great. I actually didn't vlog at all yesterday. There was just nothing exciting going on in my life. It was a very typical Monday. I went to work, I went home, I had a cleaning service. That's something that I budget for every month. There's something that is important to me. They do such a better job of cleaning my apartment and getting all of Charlie's fur that's everywhere than I could do in that short amount of time. It's just something that I make sure I leave space for in my budget. It means I cut other things out, but it's usually the first Monday of the month that I have it scheduled for that day, and then if I have to reschedule it, I will. But so that was last night. So I mean, I just sat and edited while they cleaned the apartment, and that's it. And then Sam came home and we hung out and went to bed. So like, it was just a very not exciting Monday, so I didn't pick up the camera at all. Today I'm basking in this gorgeous lighting that is in this conference room. This call that I just had was great. Now I gotta get back to work for a couple hours. I'll have a really busy afternoon. It's like meeting after meeting after meeting. And then I have a busy evening too. Tuesdays are my Trader Joe's Jenny Craig nights. I'm also gonna try and stop at the library. So it's just a lot going on. But I had to get a little bit away from the office before I could film. There's like, I don't know if you can hear or see the helicopters. There's something going on. There's a bunch of ambulances, fire trucks, police cars. There's 2 helicopters circling this building. I literally tried to figure it out. Everybody has their phones out and like filming it. And I'm like, what? I don't see what you see. Like, I can't figure out what's going on. So I'm sure if I Google Manhattan something, I'll be able to figure it out later. But for now, I am just going to enjoy the fact that it is so light outside. I don't know if the cold weather just distracted me from it last week and I just didn't realize. When did I leave work? Yesterday. I don't know, I didn't notice it yesterday, or I don't know. It just feels so light right now walking after work. And while I don't love the cold, I don't hate the cold either. I mean, I would prefer to live somewhere warmer, but I think what really gets me about winter is the darkness of it being dark so often and not being able to enjoy any sunlight. And I like being outside in the sun, no matter what the temperature. So I'm very happy that it's light out. It is now time to go run all of my Tuesday errands. Library, Trader Joe's, Jenny Craig. All right, I have a thought, a question / complaint. I respect the concept of advertising. I totally understand like Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Instagram ads, although I'm still not monetized on YouTube, by the way. That is a whole nother discussion. I hit the qualifications in October. YouTube says you should hear back in a month. I have not heard back since. There's nothing I can do. I've tried to reach out, but you can't reach out to creator support until you're actually monetized. It's so ridiculous. But anyways, that is not the purpose of this, because YouTube offers a premium option where if the user doesn't want to see the ads, they can pay a premium to not watch the ads. I actually pay for YouTube Premium, not really so much for the ads, more so that I can download YouTube videos and watch them on the subway. I am here though to talk about Instagram. I feel both in my feed and when I click through stories, there are ads everywhere. Like, I feel like every other one is ads. And there's some of them are not applicable, first off. And I know I can tell Instagram like they're not applicable. But some of them are, but it's every like third or fourth post. And I've been working on cleaning up my Instagram feed and like unfollowing accounts that just don't inspire me or encourage me or really have anything to do with my goals. I've unfollowed a lot of people that I feel like I should follow, but I don't want to anymore. And so I've been trying to clean it up, but I have noticed there's just been so many ads. So then of course I was like, well, does Instagram have a premium option where I can pay to not see Instagram ads? No. They do not offer that option. I mean, neither does Facebook. So anyway, I was just wondering what you think about that. Like, do you have a lot of Instagram ads in your feed? Do they get on your nerves? I'm trying to get back to a place where I'm really excited and inspired by my Instagram feed again. And that's actually resulted in removing a lot of planner accounts just because I know my planner system, I know what works for me. And so I don't necessarily need to be as inspired by as many accounts as I used to follow when I first started my Instagram. I mean, I haven't cleaned out the Instagram accounts that I follow in a long time. So like some of those I've been following for years. And so that's part of it. But I want to scroll through and enjoy my feed, and it's not happening because of the ads. And I'm just very frustrated. And I was just wondering if anybody else shared the same frustration. My gym game is off this week. They're short-staffed because somebody retired. And so instead of 3 people working in the gym downstairs, like teaching classes and just monitoring everything, there's only 2. And so sometimes things get crazy. So they canceled class on Monday, which I did not know until I got down there. And so I was like, well, I'm already down here. So I ended up just like walking on the treadmill and doing some stretching and some planks. And I mean, it wasn't as good as if I had done a class, but it was something. Got cut off because I bumped into a colleague, and then of course he's like, why are you talking to your phone? And then I had to explain why I was talking on my phone. So anyways, back to what I was saying. On Monday, I had to work it on my own because I was already down there. Yesterday, Laken, the call that I had at 11 ran over, and so I didn't make it down in time for the noon class, and I had stuff to do after work, so I just called yesterday, lost. Today, they canceled the lunchtime class again. Luckily, this time I saw it, and so there is a 5:15 p.m. class, so I decided to sort of flip-flop my plans and what I was going to do after work. Well, I have a happy hour after work, but I was going to try and run and get my passport photo done before that, so I decided to go do that during lunch, which I actually tried to do on Monday. I did talk about this. I tried to do it on Monday, and I went to one up by my apartment, and their camera was broken. So I couldn't do it there. So I went to the one by my office today. So I checked that off my to-do list, which means now I can mail my passport thing in, and I can check that off of my pending list for the month because I did it. Well, I didn't do it. I haven't gotten it back, but I will have done what I need to do to renew my passport. So that's exciting. And some other exciting news came today at work. There's going to be a little bit of a reorg going on at work, which means I am moving departments and I'm getting a new boss. Although my role itself isn't actually changing all that much. It will a little bit, but not a ton. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm really excited about it. And I don't know all the details yet. Like I literally just got told an hour ago, but from what I do know and the person I know I'm going to be working for, I'm incredibly excited about it. It's going to be a great opportunity and just kind of switch things up a little bit, which is always exciting. So this is what I came home to today. This is the current state of my apartment. I'll tell you why. This morning we had like an extra half hour because Sam has his networking meetings on Wednesday, so we had to get up a little bit earlier. And one of the things on my power sheets this month is to clean my desk. So I thought, well, I'll tackle it. I don't know why I thought I was going to finish it in 30 minutes. That was really, really ambitious. But the other reason was I needed to find my passport, and I knew that it was buried deep in a drawer or somewhere in this desk. And I did find my passport. So that's the positive thing. And I did finish the drawers. Here, let me show you. So the drawers are looking nice. There'll be pens in here when I'm done, but the drawers are looking all nice and neat. And then this drawer Also looking good, but clearly I need to deal with the shelves and then the rest of this disaster. I haven't even taken my coat off because it's just that much of a mess. And I was like, oh, I need to film this before I start cleaning it up so that they can see the like before picture. So tonight got a little bit different than what was originally on the schedule. Well, kind of. I already talked about how I was going to go to the gym tonight instead of at lunch. So I did that. And then I went to the happy hour, made an appearance for like a second because I like work happy hours. But now that I'm not drinking as much, the happy hour is for the actuarial community. And now that I am not an actuary anymore within the company, I don't feel the need to network as much. That may sound, I should have probably stayed longer and networked a little bit, but oh well. I knew this disaster looked like this. And Sam told me he's going to be home a little bit earlier tonight. So I was like, oh, I need to get home and clean that. Also, I'm just going to switch up my plans because I don't like to film when Sam's here. I've talked about this before. It's not my favorite thing in the world. So he's going to be here tonight. So instead of filming tonight, I'm going to pack tonight and film tomorrow night is the plan. I'm also waiting for something in the mail that should hopefully make filming a little bit more exciting tomorrow. So fingers crossed that shows up tomorrow, and then we'll just push all the filming to tomorrow. Just keep switching things up, but that's what's going to happen. So it is pretty early before work, and I just got out of a doctor's appointment. I had to switch doctors because my old doctor actually moved offices to a not convenient location. So I found a new one. It was super close to my office, and in the future I plan on going during lunch, especially because they were super fast. But since it was gonna be my first time, I decided to just play it safe and do an 8 a.m. appointment. So I got down here super early, in and out. I mean, it took a little bit longer because I did have to fill out like new patient paperwork, but now I'm done. So I think I'm actually going to reward myself with a Starbucks. I did not get my 7.5 hours of sleep last night. Sam and I were hanging out, and it was kind of nice just to spend some time together, and so we did not go to bed as early as we should have. And so if I had done the full 7.5 hours, I was going to get up, not cutting it close. I would have made it to the appointment. Like I would have had enough time to get ready and go to the appointment, but I wouldn't have been able to do anything else this morning, and I wouldn't have enjoyed my morning. It would have felt rushed. So I decided instead to do the 6 hours of sleep, get up early. I had a very productive morning, but now I'm gonna reward myself with a Starbucks. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. So, getting off the subway, and I like put my hand in my pocket to grab my keys out of my coat pocket because that's where they've been living while I wear a coat during the winter time, and they're not there. And I was like, okay. So I actually had to take, so my keys, let me rewind a little bit. My keys have a key on them that locks my computer to my desk. And most days I don't unlock my laptop from my desk at the office, but today I wanted to take my laptop to a meeting. So I unlocked my laptop to take it to a meeting, and I remember relocking it, but then apparently I'd left my keys sitting on the desk and I did not put them in anywhere. And I checked my entire backpack just to see if I put them somewhere that wasn't my coat pocket. I didn't. Surprise, I didn't do that. So got off the subway, and I was like, so here are my options. I go all the way back to the office and get my keys, which would take about an hour round trip, and I would spend most of it on the train or walking. That would suck. I could go to Sam's office, which would maybe be 45 minutes round trip to go get Sam's keys, and So I was like, is that worth it? I could sit at a Starbucks and wait till Sam gets home, which isn't until 9. Now that's not ideal either because I need to film tonight and I don't want to start it at 9. So then I remembered that my friend, who is also my neighbor, has a set of my keys for when she watches Charlie. And so I called her, and she's my coworker too. She's like, well, I'm still at the office, but I'll probably be home between like 7 and 7:30. I was like, all right, it's 6:15. I will just go sit in a Starbucks until you get home, because then I can at least spend that hour doing something productive as opposed to spending that hour going to the office and back. So I am at Starbucks. I don't go to Starbucks that often. Like, I actually don't. If I'm gonna go sit in a coffee shop, actually, let me go see how late Birch is open. There's a coffee shop near my apartment that I like better. So I might just go sit there. Let's keep walking, see if they're still open. And if they're not, and I walk there, then I just got some extra steps in, but I have something else to tell you anyway. And I had to switch arms because my arm was tired. So that's what happened. So I am gonna start my filming a little bit later than intended. I'm debating moving some of it into the morning. I'm gonna see how Sam feels about that. I'm thinking about moving the front-facing one to the morning and just doing the plan with me tonight. We'll see how Sam feels about that, because then I don't have to freshen up and then film the front-facing one. I can just get ready for work tomorrow and film it then. Otherwise, it might be a late night and not super productive. But I'm gonna go make the most of this hour and hopefully go sit at this coffee shop that I really do like. I was gonna say, I think it's funny that I don't go to Starbucks that often, but I would have gone to Starbucks twice today alone, which is just so rare for me. So the other thing I wanted to tell you, and this happening is just a perfect segue. I don't want this to be turned into like a religious thing at all, but I believe that everything happens for a reason. And I know a lot of that, like the reason might be a human decision. Like, I made the mistake of forgetting my keys at the office. But I always think that there's a reason that happened. Hold on, I'm checking the time okay, they close at 7. I don't want to like get settled in there, and then if she doesn't get here by 7, I don't want to have to move. So back to Starbucks we go. Anyways, I truly do believe that everything happens for a reason. So I don't know what the reason is that I forgot my keys. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the meaning was. And sometimes you never know the meaning. Sometimes you never find out why things happen the way that they do and why you make certain decisions that you make. But sometimes you do. And today was one of those days that a decision that I made a couple of weeks ago came back and showed to me why I made that decision, and it makes me so happy. So I usually only fly Southwest. We're gonna stand right here in front of this drugstore because the lighting is phenomenal. So I only fly Southwest. I love Southwest. I love picking my own seat. I love free bags. I love my Southwest credit card that gets me a lot of points. I know other airlines have points too. I truly believe you should just pick one and stick with it, and they all have their pros and cons, and just you pick one and you stick with it, and that's what you do. So I have a lot of Southwest points from all the Southwest flights that I take and the credit card that I use. I put everything on that Southwest card. And so for Go Wild to Vegas, I have been debating flights because Southwest does not have a direct flight to Vegas. Other airlines do, but Go Wild is one of those times that I need both my free checked bags. So even though the other airlines were slightly cheaper, well, actually they ended up not. They ended up being about the same price in terms of a flight, but Southwest would have free bags. So Southwest was actually cheaper, but I'd have to connect. So was my time worth that energy or that paying for the bags? And I decided that nope, it wasn't worth it. I'm gonna stick with Southwest and just book that. So then the debate was, do I use points or do I just book it outright? The funny thing about Southwest points though, is the dollar to point ratio is not the same on every single flight. Like if you divide the price in dollars versus the price in points, it's not the same. So I decided to only use points for one of the legs, the one that it made more, like it was the better value, and then you just pay in dollars because I'd already budgeted for my Go Wild flight and pay in dollars for the other leg. So I still had a lot of Southwest points, like a lot of points. And at first I was like, I don't know where else I'm traveling this year that I'm gonna use them. Because all of my trips this year seem to be to the West, and Southwest is not, Southwest is not the best airline to fly from the East Coast to the West Coast. They just don't have a lot of direct flight options. But I was like, I'll find a way to use my Southwest points, and they don't expire. So I was like, it's fine, I'll find another time to use them. And then my mom reached out. Yesterday she actually reached out, but that one of her longtime friends who was diagnosed with cancer years ago and has been fighting it and recovering, being in remission, and then coming out of it. And it's been a constant battle for her. I mean, she's had a double mastectomy and all kinds of treatments, and it's been a long road, and she is going into hospice. And my mom is, first off, my mom's freaking out because I'm supposed to be in Chicago next weekend. I mean, I'm going to be in Chicago next weekend, but I'm staying with her a couple of nights, and she's like freaking out. I'm like, Mom, I just need a bed. I don't need you there. If you can't be there, it's not the end of the world. I just need a bed for 2 of the nights that I'm in town. I will be okay. And then of course she's freaking out because the flights are expensive, and she wants to get down to San Antonio like now to be with her friend. She doesn't know how much time she has left, and she is her friend's rock, and she needs to be there for her. So she's telling me about how expensive the flights are, and she can't figure out what to do when she's gonna go, blah blah blah. And so I pull up Southwest's website, and I have just enough points to get her a flight from Chicago to San Antonio, so, like any day that she wanted. And so we booked her a flight for tomorrow. That's the reason I decided not to book that leg with points. Like, even if the value wasn't as good, like I still could have done it. I still would have been like, I don't want to pay for that flight and I'm gonna book it with points, but I didn't. Now I know why, so that I could do this for my mom. I'm not telling you the story to be like, to praise me or like give me like, that's not why I'm telling you the story. Like, yes, I'm really proud and I'm happy that I could do that for my mom, but the point of the story is when things go wrong, or when you make decisions, like for me, it was like looking at the value of those flight points to $1 and being like, wow, it's not as good of a value, so I don't think I'm gonna use my points. I'm just gonna buy it with money, and that's fine. I'll just buy it with money. And now I know why, and it just means a lot to me. So I don't know why I left my keys at home and why I'm gonna go sit in Starbucks for an hour instead of get started on filming, but there's a reason, and I am trusting the universe. So my friend rescued me, and there was a package outside my door, and it's Girl Scout cookies that I ordered because I love my little cousin and I just wanted to order it from her. And it's taking all the constraint I have not to bust open this box and eat them all. Okay, honesty is the best policy, y'all, and I'm gonna open these up and I'm gonna tell you why. I was in and out of meetings so much today that I did not eat all of my snacks that I was supposed to. And my treat for today from Jenny Craig is a savory one and not a sweet one, which isn't my favorite. I don't dislike the chips and popcorn, but like it's not my favorite. So this is not on plan at all, but I'm gonna recalculate my calories without those things that I didn't eat, the snacks I didn't eat. I'm gonna eat my dinner as normal, and then I'm gonna fill my remaining 1,500 calories with Girl Scout cookies. Like I said, not on plan, but this is real life, y'all, and I need me one of these. These are my favorite. Except where I grew up, they were called tag-alongs, but these are my favorite Girl Scout cookies. All right, I had 300 calories left, which got me 2 tag-alongs and 4 Thin Mints, which combined is actually only 290 calories. So I'm still going to be under my calories by 10 calories today. Although I am spending 300 of them on cookies instead of the fruit and dairy that I was supposed to spend them on. I'm pretty impressed with this airport lighting, to be honest with you. I have the final piece of this week's vlog is using my word of the year this week, which if you've been around here, you know that my word is progress. And I have been reading in the mornings. I've been reading my nonfiction book that I'm working on, which right now is Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Anyways, this morning was a little crazy. We tried to do a lot of things this morning and it was just a bit chaotic, and I did not end up taking any time to sit and read. But the good news is we have a 6-hour flight. So I brought my Kindle with me. I actually have both my nonfiction book and I downloaded a new fiction book, which I forget which one I downloaded. It was whichever one I ended up being able to find at the library. A lot of the ones that you had recommended on Instagram. So I asked for book recommendations on Instagram, and a lot of people gave great recommendations. I added all the ones that sounded interesting to me to my Goodreads, and then I found one that was available at the library today and this morning. And so I downloaded it. Let me pull up my Kindle here, I'll tell you. Lilac Girls. So whoever recommended that, that is my nonfiction book. Or no, that is my fiction book. I don't know why I mix those two things up. I will probably end up reading a little bit of both on the plane. I'm going to push my nonfiction from this morning, and then by the time we end up getting to where we're staying, like, I'm going to just be ready to crash. So I might get some of my fiction reading in as well. I'm also going to do other things. I mean, 6 hours. That is going to be the end of this weekly vlog. Make sure to let me know in the comments what is one way that you made progress on your word. I had 2 recommendations for what to call this thing, and I'm still toying around. I might combine them, but I'm opening it up again. If you have any recommendations for what to call this thing that we do where we update each other on how we're using our word of the year, please let me know in the comments. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and weekly vlogs on Sundays. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. On one side, it's got letters. But the other thing, hi. I don't want to say that on the internet. Oh, y'all are gonna laugh at me so hard. And hats with jam. And hands, arms, hands.